What's up, guys? Nathan here, back at Bluestone Farms. Gonna do another hay making video today. We're gonna hook up to the Haybine. We're gonna go out here. We're gonna cut this entire field back behind me. We're also gonna go over to our neighbor's property. We're gonna cut a little section out of that. There's no way I can get done with all of our property and all of his property all in one day. I don't know the amount of acreage that it is off the top of my head, but it's not a whole lot. So we went from having one of the worst droughts earlier this spring to having probably one of the wettest Augusts I've ever seen. This month has been absolutely wet. It has rained a lot. I think the amount of rain we got from the back end of July into now, which is almost the end of August, has pretty much brought us back out of a drought. We're not really even in a drought no more. Everything is green. I mean, it is usually this time of year in mid to late August. Everything's dry. It's kind of burning off. As you can tell, it is super green. It has been super wet. We have gotten a lot of rain, almost too much rain. So I'm finally getting a good window where I can cut some hay. I've been wanting to cut this hay for probably the past 2 or 3 weeks now. I just have not had a window for 3 or 4 days in a row where I can get out here and get this stuff cut. It seems like we'll get a day of sunshine and then it'll rain for 2 days, and another day of sunshine and it'll rain for 2 days. But we finally got a window. We're gonna jump at this, not waste this opportunity, get some hay in the ground. So we'll hop up in the tractor, back up to the hay barn, get hooked up, and we'll start mowing. Now that we're fully hooked up, let's go ahead and grease this thing up a little bit. One thing that I've been really needing to do in this thing is I need to get the belts changed. There should be 2 different belts on this. I think I have one of them, but I don't have the other one. I'd rather just change them both at the same time. So for right now, I'm not gonna change the belts. Before I cut the majority of our neighbor's property, which will be the next window in the weather break, I'll go ahead and get another belt ordered and we'll slap that on the thing. So for right now, we're not gonna change belts. The belts are pretty beat up and they're pretty rough condition, but I don't think they're gonna break or snap or anything like that for this time around. So actually, I lied, that belt there is not even bad looking. I think the belt on this side is in pretty rough condition though. Yeah, this belt here is a little more rough. You can see it's starting to crack, and yeah, this one should probably be replaced pretty soon. The chain's got some play in it there. Everything's greased up. It honestly didn't take a lot of grease. I usually keep this thing pretty well greased up. Used it about 2 months ago, back in early June, probably about 2.5 months ago. And I greased up everything really good then after I sat all winter. Okay, we should be ready to start cutting. It's about 11 o'clock right now, so I'm not sure how long this is going to take. I'm not even sure how much we'll be able to do out of this field, because in the back part, it tends to stay wet. But if it's dry and there's no sand and water, we'll go ahead and knock it all down. So So this is my 3rd year cutting hay, right? Well, the past 2 years, I've really had a kind of a problem trying to find a sweet spot at the right RPMs and the right speed to run the thing at. I think I finally hit it earlier in the spring. This past spring, I dropped down to the low range gears at the top gear level. So I'm gonna run with that. We creep pretty slow with it. You can't go fast with these old Haybines. So, and this stuff is a lot thicker than what it was when I cut back in spring. But this time around, we've had so much rain, it has definitely grown, and it's some thick stuff this time around. So we're definitely gonna be creeping here. Let's go ahead and turn the PTO on. Make sure everything's running okay. Okay, we just plugged up for the first time. It's been kind of plugging up a little bit, and I was able to kind of bat the tractor up and it would kind of unplug itself. But this time it's bad enough where I gotta get out and manually do it myself. Might have to drop the tractor down a gear. This stuff is pretty thick and it's pretty wet down here. So it's funny because it doesn't even look plugged up. All right, that wasn't terribly bad of a plug. I was able to actually just to get it unplugged by manually moving the PTO shaft by hand. But anyway, so let's hop back in here. We'll drop the tractor down a gear and see if that helps. We're creeping already, but our RPMs are high enough. I'm running pretty high RPMs. Might just be that we're going a little too fast because it's so thick and wet. We go to the third gear. We were in 4. We're gonna go up to the third gear. See if that helps. All right. I'm not sure what the problem going on here is, other than the fact that it might just be way too wet. I can't even go like 20 feet without it clogging on me. This is like the 3rd time in a row I've got out now. It's clogged down there where that big trunk is, and it's been clogging every so often. I might see if this wants to dry out a little bit today. I'm gonna go up to the front half of the field, knock that down, then we'll decide what to do with this. It's kind of frustrating. I don't know. Every time I bring this Haybine down here, something's wrong with it. I'm ready to move on to a discbine. I'm kind of getting fed up with the thing. Everybody that has one seems to love them. I have one and it does nothing but clog on me. And I'm not trying to sit here and complain about this thing, but every time I come out and cut hay with this thing, the first hour or two, this thing just loves to clog. I'm reaching my point with it a little bit. I'm ready to move on to a discbine. I'm tired of moving at like 5 miles per hour. It takes me all day just to do a little field. And then on top of this, the thing just constantly clogs. I get it, it's wet, but at the same time, I mean, it's not like I'm running it through like straight mud or something. So let me go ahead and get this unclogged. We're gonna go up to the front half of our field where I know that's not nearly as wet. And hopefully we'll have better luck up there. Like I said, I'm kind of reaching my point with this Haybine right now. Seems to be unclogged for right now. I'm just gonna go up here to the front part of this field. I get it, it's wet. But at the same time, it's not extremely wet. It seems like the past couple of years, nothing goes your way sometimes. Making hay, running the farm. Seems like everything is always kind of working against you sometimes, but. All right, guys. I'm kind of reaching my point here right now. Came up to the front half of this field and this thing is just clogging right away. I don't know what to do. I'm running at just about 2,500 RPM, creeping. I know the speed is not an issue. I'm assuming it's probably just because it's wet. I'm about to just forget my neighbor's property for the time being. We'll come back and hit that another time. If I can just get this cut, I'll be okay with that. The sun's gonna be out all day for the next couple of days. I might let the sun hit this, see if it can dry out a little bit today before I come back and hit the rest of it. Might come back tomorrow or tomorrow late morning. I'm gonna let this dry out today. I'm getting nowhere right now. It'll cut fine for a little bit and then it'll just start clogging and clogging and clogging. I don't know really what's causing it other than the fact that the ground might just be a little too wet for it. I don't know. I don't know. I'm over it. I'm over it. I might try to go around one more time to see what happens with it. All right, guys. That's definitely it for today. Oh man. Yeah, there's problem after problem with the thing clogging. I've dropped down gears. I think it's just too wet. I'm really thinking that it's probably too wet. That's not it. I'm wondering if there's a problem within the gearbox. I hope not. As you can see, I tried cutting this here and it works for a little bit from the corner all the way down to here. And I started clogging and I got out and unclogged it twice. So I mean, I've clogged probably about 8 to 10 times today on just I didn't even do one whole pass around the field and it clogged that many times. So I'm hoping that it's just because it's wet. I don't know. I'm gonna try again tomorrow. That's gonna put me on a tight spot because tomorrow's Monday. They're calling for rain Thursday. My plan was to cut today, let it dry on Monday and Tuesday, come in and rake and bale on Wednesday. If I'm cutting tomorrow, it's gonna be a tight window for all this stuff to dry out right, especially if it's already pretty wet. We'll try it, we'll see what happens, but hopefully the rain for Thursday gets pushed back. I wouldn't hold my breath with all the amount of rain that we've had this year. Yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna be looking into a discbine. And with the amount of land that I'm making hay off of, it's taken me well over a day. I mean, I gotta take it into 2 days, sometimes 3 days to be able to cut everything if I were to do it all at once. So if I get a discbine, I'll be able to knock it all out in 1 day. Just gotta find a discbine that fits with this tractor, fits within the budget. All right, guys, well, I'm gonna continue this video in the morning. We're gonna let the sun kind of hit this all day for the rest of the day. It's supposed to be mid 80s today. There's a good breeze going, so hopefully the breeze and the heat will kind of help air everything out and dry it out a little bit. My neighbor's waiting on me to cut his property too, so I'm kind of in a time restraint a little bit. I'm kind of, not that I'm being pressured to get it, but again, I'd like to be able to go ahead and get everything cut down. Hopefully tomorrow morning goes a little smoother. I'm hoping, so. All right, guys. Here we are the next day. Today's now Monday. It's about 11:30 right now. Hopefully we're not clogging like we were yesterday. We'll see what happens with it. It's so thick, I don't know how much it really dried out yesterday or not. I'm gonna take it nice and slow today. Shoot the RPMs up. Again, I don't have much hope after yesterday, but we'll see what happens. Well, I don't wanna jinx nothing, but we're coming up on a full lap around the field, and I haven't clogged once yet. So I'm really thinking that it might have just been quite wet yesterday. Yesterday being Sunday. We had a good thunderstorm come through Saturday night, overnight. Now I am creeping. I checked my Waze app and it says that I'm only creeping at like 2 miles per hour. I don't want to go any faster. Yesterday I was plugging up and I don't want to keep making a hard time for myself. I'm on a really tight time frame right now. It's supposed to get quite a bit of rain Thursday, so that means that we got to cut. And then tomorrow is going to dry, and that means on Wednesday we're going to have to rake and bale. Hopefully it dries out quick enough. If it doesn't, we'll probably stack it outside. But anyways, we're cutting. I'm slowly chugging along. Well, we just clogged up for the first time. I kind of knew that was going to be coming sooner or later. We are chugging along though, although this is the first clog. I'm gonna get this unclogged real quick and then we'll jump back at it. And all right. Got the clog out, let's hop in. Just clogged for the second time today now. I got it unclogged already. Make sure everything's running. Turn the RPMs up here. All right, let's run it and see what happens. All right, I seem to have decided to try to get ahead of myself and jump the tractor up a gear because things were going too smooth for too long. I've been kind of at this for 2.5 hours now, and I feel like I have absolutely gotten nowhere. We're only like, I mean, that first pass was yesterday, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm working on my 6th pass around the field, and it's taking me about 2.5 hours. I mean, we are just creeping that slow because I can't go any faster. This Haybine is just clogging on me. I'm creeping at like 2 miles per hour. Things were going really good for there for about an hour and a half. I was in the low range gears, jumped up to gear 4, clogged it like right away. So I went back down to gear 3, which is where I had been at, where things are running smooth, and I seem to just clog again. Yeah, it's kind of frustrating because I'm a little bit on a time restraint today. I got to be done within the next 3 hours or so, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get this field done. Let's get the thing unclogged real quick, and we'll see if we can't just chug along. It was supposed to be absolutely sunny today. The clouds have been rolling in. That's kind of a dark cloud. It's kind of frustrating because I only got like one good day to really get all this stuff dried out, and I was trying to take advantage of today too. So today, tomorrow, and then partially on Wednesday before I rake and bale. That's the only time this stuff's gonna dry out. Yeah, it's not even as hot and sunny as what I thought it was gonna be today. So I don't know, kind of frustrating. When you do something like this, it seems like everything's kind of working against you at times, and it's just a little frustrating, but. All right, just clogged again. I don't know if it's this spot. I'm not sure what's up with it. I'm gonna pull all the all the hay out of this one more time.
Listening as we get ready to recognize and reward some truly inspiring educators. Celebrate this year's incredible teachers and
Make it easy with family-approved stations like Hit Nation Junior, kids-safe playlists like Disney Hits, and podcasts to learn something new. Download the iHeartRadio app with your family and look at that.
I don't know what's going on. It's clogged again. I'm over this. I'm done. I don't know what to do. I am so frustrated, man. I mean, I am on a time restraint. I think this part of the field I'm doing is 7 acres, and it legit takes me all day just to do it with this Haybine. I am so over this Haybine. It clogs. I'm creeping legit at 2 miles per hour. All the blades have been replaced last year. It's got new blades on it. The RPMs are where they should be. I'm not going fast. If anything, like, I should be going faster, but it won't handle it. So I just hopped out to get the Haybine unclogged. This is a going problem. Every time I cut hay, there are random dogs running in our property, and they're in with the cows right now. I got out to unclog it. I guess one of them touched this fence, and they went nuts. I could hear them. I heard them. I don't even see them, but I saw them. It was like a border collie dog or something over here. Yeah, they're going way up in the woods. Look at them. Bro, I swear, every time I cut hay, there are random dogs that show up on the property. And there's different dogs every time. I don't understand. Like last year, it was that white husky dog that, I don't know what happened. Then the time before last, it was this big black dog that showed up. All the cows are kind of spooked. They're all over there, huddled up together. They went up in the woods over there. I don't know where they went, but at first I couldn't tell if that was my dogs or not, because we got the chocolate lab and the black lab, and from kind of far away I couldn't tell the difference with them. I thought it was my dog, so I tried calling them over, because one of them touched the fence obviously, but my dogs know not to touch that fence. They've obviously learned from the past. One of the dogs turned to face me and had a white chest, and I could tell it, like, obviously my dogs don't have a white chest. So I knew it wasn't my dog, but there was definitely 2 of them over there. All right, well, let's see if we can get this Haybine unclogged, and we'll keep an eye on that. I don't want those dogs trying to go through the fence and knocking the fence down, and then the cows getting out. I'm gonna call it. I can't, this is awful. It's doing the same thing as yesterday, where I'll get out, unclog it, and I can't even go 5 feet. It's bad. I don't know what's causing this. This is terrible. So I guess with all the rain coming on Thursday, I don't have time to get the rest of this cut and let it dry out. So I'll probably come through and bush hog it all. I don't know. I hate to waste all this hay, but at the same time, I can't make hay if it's not cutting right. Man, that's so frustrating, man. I don't know if it's out of timing. It cut fine. It was cutting fine for about 2 hours, and then all of a sudden it just decided that it's just gonna clog up every 5 feet. I'm gonna end this video there. I'm gonna go take this back up to the shop. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me out on my end. Again, this just shows that when it comes to farming, not everything goes to plan, and you're always gonna have an obstacle, or something's always gonna come up in the way and kind of make things tough. But sometimes that's what farming is, and you kind of gotta learn how to get through it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you guys at the next one. I'll make another video of what we did get cut. I'll make a video of raking and baling, a little bit of that. Catch you guys at the next one. So.